Good morning, 10:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Sunday, September 17th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on this Sunday morning. We don't play the victim in this community. In fact, we play the winner. So we have to have all the information to make an educated and informed decision, not just based on the charts, but we want to base our perception and reality on the charts and news alike to help us push into the proper areas. Right now, as we can see with XRP, we're right about that 50-cent psychological level. For anybody who tuned into the live at about 12:45 a.m., so about 9.5 hours ago when I ended it, I appreciate each and every one of you. The over 600 views in the late night hours, very early to mid AM, is very impressive to me that everybody took the time to watch that. So I appreciate everybody who did. It was a very nice environment we had last night. We got ahead, and now we understand what's going on. We know that we were breaking that psychological level last night of 50 cents. We're at about the 497 level. What we're looking for this morning, and it's very simplistic. I have to go coach my game this morning. I have my first football game. As you can see, I got my coach's shirt on. But I've got to leave here in about 45 minutes, get out to the field because it's about 45 minutes from my house. So I wanted to do an update this morning and get everybody on the right page. So XRP right now, we're still within this, what is considered a bull flag setup only. I know it seems ridiculous that we would say that, but it's a bear flag designed in a bull flag. Now what we need to wait for is either a breakout or a breakdown. A breakdown out of here would first layer, and we need to distinguish this between the audience right now. The first layer, if we break down, just so everybody knows, this is the short-term formation. Starting on this pattern, if we go back in the 4-hour time frame, we started here on the uptrending support back on June of 22, and the uptrending resistance started right around September 22. So this pattern's been going on well over a year. Well over a year. So now it is, are we being rejected in the area we're at? We're going to get rejected at the 524. Maybe you could have an overzealous run and get to the top of this formation up here at about 53.2 cents roughly, and then you could fill this out. But like I said, we're looking for a breakout or a breakdown. On a breakdown, because it looks pretty bearish here, you'd get a rejection at 524, and then ultimately you would come back through, because the 4-hour time frame, you have to pass the 200-day to have a short-term pattern reversal. A rejection there, if we come up that far, about 524 would be a perfectly aligned rejection. You could even come up a little higher in the other time frames when it comes to the short or the long-term pattern formations. But for the 1.5 year almost formation we're in right now, this suggests the rejection is coming up here likely without any volume. And we're going to come down here at least. I don't think that 438 double bottom is going to hold on that swing low. I think our first attempt is going to be to come back and hold this rising channel around the 405 level. We extended it out. 405 seems to be that support that's going to hold if it's going to. Otherwise, you'd be straight into the 2020 uptrend. I know some say that this is a lot of information to show on the charts. I don't believe it is. I think this is exactly what you need to know. I appreciate this audience more than anybody could ever know because I do put out my stuff out. It's the truth. It's FUD free. I'm not looking for views when I put this out. I'm not looking for any kind of financial gain. I'm just looking to put out the historical data and make this my historical evidence. So in 2028, nobody can come to me and say, well, why didn't you help everybody achieve what you've achieved? Oh, we're helping each and every day. You just have to stay committed. You have to keep your faith. You have to keep your emotions out of it. And you have to stay ahead, not just on the charts, but the news alike, because the charts do dictate the news. And when you see something lining up in the news, it does dictate the setup in the charts. It's so funny how that works, but it's true. The manipulation is unfounded in any market. You could say the stock market, you could say other markets have other types of liquidity, but the crypto market, because of what governances around the world are trying to do with the International Monetary Fund, is one of the most manipulated markets on the planet. Outside of, in my opinion, the pricing of precious metals. The pricing of silver especially is absurd. And we take advantage of it every day in this community, but it's absurd right now. So, in conclusion here, what you need to know about today's setup. 1, if we break down the short-term formation, which is that technical bull flag setup, if it's a fake out, But I don't think this is going to play true. I think this is going to play down likely. Unless we get some kind of weird bounce in volume, this more than likely is going to play down after a top end potential would be around that 524 or 53.2 cent area. We'll see if this plays out and breaks down, or we break out. If we break out, you'd be looking more around that. And we've already got it mapped out. So if we were to break down, or break up, you'd have a retest up here in the days that come around 62 cents. A breakdown, we would have first layer, as we know, at 40. It's about the 406 level. And then ultimately, if we break down, you'd have the 2020 uptrend at 38 cents. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this, please make sure to hit that like button, as it will greatly help push us through the analytics. If you hit the share button and share this to social media by sharing the link, that also helps push the content. If you're new to the channel, join the over 18,500 subscribers. And if you're looking to send a donation or join Tom's Army, that's in the video description below and or pinned comments. And if you're looking to trade on your favorite exchange, in the USA, we've got Femex, but around the world, I would use MEXC. Those are both in the video description below. You can futures trade. MEXC has the lowest spot maker fee because there is none. And Femex has the lowest spot maker fee in the USA at 0.5%, even on a credit card. So keep that in mind. I'll see everybody later on this morning. Don't play the victim. Stay emotionless and be positive.